Hi guys, my name is Afiz and you are welcome to my channel. My videos are for education purpose for people going through the employment-based green card immigration. I am an engineer and not an attorney, and the videos are based on public information, my personal experience, and experience from people I have helped through the process. And that is what I'm going to be sharing in my series of videos. And I hope you learned one or two things. The purpose of my channel is to give viewers the confidence to go through the process completely on their own without an attorney or a lawyer. If you are navigating the complex world of green card applications, you have probably heard the term priority date. But what exactly is it? And why is it so important? Let's break it down. In today's video, we are going to demystify the concept of priority date and explain how they affect your green card application process. A priority date is essentially your place in line for receiving the green card. It is the date when your employer or family member filed the initial immigration petition on your behalf. Or if you decide to do it yourself, if you are applying on your own, the date you decide to submit the initial application, the I-140 application. This date is crucial because it determines when you can move forward with your green card application. As you know, there are generally two steps in the process for the employment-based application. The first step, where you apply for the I-140, and the next step, which is the I-485, also known as Application to Register Permanent Residence, or adjustment of status. We also call it consular processing if you are outside the United States. That is what you are going to do, not the adjustment of status. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know when your priority date is current? This is where the visa bulletin comes in. The visa bulletin is like a timetable for green card applications. It is divided into different categories and countries. Each category and country has its own cutoff date. If your priority date is earlier than the cutoff date listed in the bulletin, you can proceed with your application. Again, if your priority date is earlier than the cutoff date listed in the bulletin, you can proceed with your application. The listing of a date for any category indicates that only applicants with a priority date, which is earlier than the listed date, may file their application. For example, let's take a look at the August 2024 visa bulletin. Here is a snippet of the date of filing of employment-based visa application, which is the Table B. We have Table A and Table B. Table A is the final action date, and Table B is the date of filing, which is what we are going to use because it determines when you can actually submit your application. For the EB1 category, the first preference, if you are from India and your priority date is before February 8, 2022, you can proceed with your I-485 or adjustment of status green card application. If you are from China and the priority date is before January 1, 2023, you can proceed with your I-485. If you are from the rest of the world, which means all countries except China, India, Mexico, and the Philippines, the priority date is current. As soon as you have an approved I-140 for your EB1 application, you can submit I-485 application without any delay or wait. For the EB2 category, the second preference, if you are from India and your priority date is before 22nd July 2012, you can proceed with your I-485. For other parts of the world, you can proceed with your I-485 if your priority date is earlier than 22nd March 2023. It is important to check the visa bulletin every month because the date can move forward or backward. Understanding where your priority date stands in relation to the visa bulletin can help you plan your next steps. You might notice that priority dates don't always move in a straight line. They can advance, retrogress, or even become unavailable. This happens due to a variety of factors. One of them is demand and supply. There is a limited number of green cards available each year for each category. There is a total annual limit of 140,000 for the employment-based application, which the USCIS can issue. Out of these, only 28.6% are for the EB1 and 28.6% are for the EB2, which corresponds to 40,040. So, for the rest of the world apart from India, China, Philippines, and Mexico, the reason EB1 is current is that we do not have more than 40,040 people applying for the green card yet. The moment the total number exceeds 40,040 for the I-485 application, then it's not going to be current again and you are going to have some dates in the past. Another reason that affects the changing of dates, the shifting of date in the visa bulletin is the per country visa limitations. No more than 7% of visas can be issued to applicants from any single country in a given year. This can create backlogs for countries with high demand like India, China, Mexico, and the Philippines. Keeping an eye on these factors can help you understand why your priority date might not be current yet and what to expect in the future. The question now is, what should you do while waiting for your priority date to become current? Here are a few tips. Number 1, which is the most important for someone in the United States. You need to continuously maintain a legal status while waiting for your date to become current. If you are in the United States, even with an approved I-140, it is important to continue to maintain a legal status via F1 student visa, H1B, J1 visa, and other types of non-immigrant visa. Also, you want to stay informed. Regularly check the visa bulletin every month, most especially when your priority date is close to the date of filing shown in the visa bulletin. Once the date approaches, you also want to start preparing your documents. Make sure your paperwork is in order so you are ready to file as soon as your date becomes current. Understanding priority date is essential for anyone going through the green card application process. By knowing how they work and staying informed, you can better navigate your path to permanent residency. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights on the immigration process. See you next time.